Connex boxes, you know?
It could be military equipment, could be paving equipment.
Yeah.
It looks like they're doing that.
Actually, I like those cages.
Yeah, the cages are really good.
Those are nice. Yeah. All right, we're at Norwich University. We got Wyatt. This is Wyatt's world.
My
Waking
world.
up, waking up from a nap. So we're still, or I'm still. Did you nap?
Oh, I was out from the moment I walked in.
That's right. We had a little catch. Pretty nice because I'm sure we had a catch at Mount Blue.
Once or twice.
Yeah. So, all right, Wyatt, Tammy's son. Yeah, he's a lot. Okay, let me see where I want to go because I want to go in kind of chronological order.
And you might need a new battery for that one.
Well, you're gonna have to. We'll kick this along, but I want
PowerPoint.
Yeah. Well, yeah, death by PowerPoint. I'm sure you've had your fair share.
One.
Yeah. Graduate of Norwich this past year, but we want to go back to. Let's go back to. Give me a couple things because you have an interesting story. Give me a couple things from childhood that stood out for you. If nothing pops in, then just fuck it, whatever. And then I want to go up to the accident, if that's open.
That's fine.
And then take me from a couple of key moments, starting with the earliest memory that you can consciously recall. I want to hear that.
Oh, like ever?
The earliest that you remember.
Okay. So, like, you want me to start off with just my first fond memory, like memory I can.
The one you can first think of that you recall.
Actually, it kind of connects to this place a little bit, but ever since I was a kid, I've always been, fascinated in the military.
That's right.
Wanted to jump out of perfectly nice airplanes, all that fun stuff. And I just remember I had a bunch of just stuff from my dad, military surplus stores and things like that, and I would get dressed in them. And
because he was military.
Yeah, my father was in the military, and I'd just run around outside in the woods with pop guns and things like that, dig foxholes and forts and strong, and
that's right.
I was kind of free range chicken a little bit, and that's all I did.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that was your earliest.
The earliest
sort of those
series of just memories, and
okay,
I was probably 5, 6.
Okay, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And those were good memories.
Oh yeah.
That represents your innocence.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, that was before things would beat your ass up like they do in life.
Oh yeah, and
okay.
It's funny from ages 5 to 6 to when I came to conclusion I wouldn't be able to go into the military. I went to a military college.
Right.
So for probably 10, almost 15 years, just wanted to do that.
That was one of our first conversations when we got beyond baseball. I came in to coach at Mount Blue. He was a junior, but I was coaching JV. And yeah, that was always pretty present. You wanted to go in the military. Okay, that's cool. That makes sense. I didn't know the backdrop actually.
Oh yeah, and my parents never force it upon me. My dad never talked about the military unless I asked. It wanted me to do my own direction, and just led me to this.
Yeah. Okay, so childhood was playing with Army men and digging foxholes and up in Franklin County, Maine. Not that different from my childhood. Okay, now moving forward, give me the age and run down the quick situation of the accident, because this was a game changer. We want to hit highlighted points in life. So,
all right.
Age, what were you doing?
I don't even really remember the age that I had the accident. It probably however old you are going into your freshman year of high school. So like 14, 15.
Okay, yeah. But summer ball.
Yeah, summer ball. I was the youngest kid to go on that Legion team in a long time, from my from my knowledge, in a while at least. And it was good. I loved playing. It was a great group of kids. And then just one practice, I was about to do some BP, and I was with my friend Corey. Shout out to Corey.
Corey Rogers and Alyssa, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we like Corey and Alyssa. Great people.
And somebody was up behind me, and they didn't realize I was behind them, and they were behind me, and they swung and hit me in the head. And from then till, years after
you went out. You went out.
No, I didn't get knocked out.
Okay.
I wish I did. When you get hit that hard, you want to get knocked out. But
they took a full swing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, full swing, and unfortunately it happens. It was full on accident.
Yeah.
We were back to back. We didn't see each other. So, but yeah, and then that just led to a bunch of hospital visits. At least five hospital visits, spanning at least a month each.
Yeah.
A couple weeks, and I'm great now. I haven't had any issues in over 2 or 3 years. So, yeah.
So it's been a few years. So your mother and I have talked about this, of course, where from her perspective, this happens, lives change. She runs into panic mode because she doesn't know what's happening, obviously. It changed the trajectory. And then from there, you couldn't go in the military.
No,
because of the medical situation.
Not really. When I got accepted to Norwich, so that was, about 3 or 4 years after I got hit.
Yeah.
I got accepted here, and then they allowed me to go into the Corps of Cadets, which I was like, oh, this gives me an opportunity. I can
just to get in.
I might stand a chance to be able to get into the military, and so it was going to be a stretch from high school, like, oh, maybe the military, we'll see with the whole brain injury thing.
Yeah.
And then I got into here, and I was back to ground zero of, like, let's go after it,
Yeah.
military thing. And then, I had another medical accident with my head, and that really kicked it out. Then I was completely out. I left the Corps, and couldn't go in.
Yeah.
So
no military. Nope. All right, just to bring us back a little bit. So the injury, then we get into the high school years.
Yep.
I met this guy and coming into coach, and right away I'm like, I could drink a beer with this dude. And that was sort of the running joke, like he's talking to me like a full-on adult, not knowing the backdrop that he got hit in the head with a bat, and he's on the recovery, this neurological thing. But you were always comfortable, and you were very comfortable in high school. You were always more mature than your peers, for the most part. When did you know, at what point did you say, and it's not that means you're better than anybody, it's not about that, it's a recognition of self, when you're like, hey, there's something here. I mean, I don't want to go off on that, but I know that you must have felt that at some point.
Are you talking about something here just in general as like a person?
I'm talking about in high school, when you look around and you're like, at what point did you know that you were a natural leader? And just be candid, because you and I both know that you are.
Well, I think what helped me be able to, do my own thing and let everybody see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And let them judge their actions off of what I do.
Right.
Was probably after Corey and all them left high school.
Corey was how far
They
ahead?
They were 2 years ahead of me.
2 years.
I mean, I played ball with all these kids that were much, much older than me. So
That's right.
I didn't really hang out with anybody my age.
Okay, so you just
So
you gravitated toward the older, which
yeah.
I mean already tells you right there.
Yeah, I mean, of course I had some friends that were my age, but when it came to sports and just overall hangout, I was always hanging out with people that were 3 years older than me. So what happened is I'm not saying that I was mature for my age completely, but I hung out with people older than me, so I acted like their age, because they didn't want to hang out with somebody that's a 14-year-old acting 14 when you're 16. And
yeah, because when I met you in 2018, or whatever,
yep,
there was like I said, I'm like, I could drink a beer with this dude. Like, so I saw it right away, and that's not to take away from anybody else or anything else, or to to prop you up. I mean, we all got our good and bad, but I saw that, and yeah, that's why I was kind of wondering, like, when did you see it? But if you're hanging out with people older than you, then that's going to come later on, which is good, because you don't want to turn it into a cocky bullshit thing.
Yeah,
No. So.
But what happened was, a little of the cockiness. I'm a freshman, sophomore, hanging out with the juniors and seniors. I had that, not the cockiness, but I don't really want to hang out with people my age. I'm hanging out with the cool kids that have been in high school.
Yeah.
And I had that, but I was put back down to ground zero of, they're gone. Who are you hanging out with?
Yeah, true.
And I had 2 years without them. Corey and I hung out almost at least once a week, because he was going to school and he would be driving
Thomas?
down.
Was he at Thomas?
He was in Husson.
Husson, that's
his
right.
first year,
Okay,
and then he went to Thomas. But him and I would always hang out. So, but in high school, I had a few friends, but I just kind of floated around, and I didn't really care all that much about having friends or having a group or anything like that.
You didn't seem too affected by. Yeah.
No, I like doing my own thing.
I remember that.
I've always I think that's kind of the only child in me, is I like doing my own thing.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't want to do it, okay, I'll go do it myself then.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I got no issue with it.
What did you learn from dropping back in that space when the accident happened? What was your perspective coming out of that at that time when you were on the mend, and what was going on in your mind?
Shit happens.
Shit happens.
I can't do anything about it.
Not a victim.
No.
Yeah.
Why am I going to play victim?
Yeah.
I mean, I knew it was an accident. I mean, again, shit happens. But I mean, why am I going to sit doom and gloom on something? I mean, I have no control over it. I learned control. What can I?
Your silver lining is you're learning control.
Yeah. What can you control? I can't.
You're learning that you're not in control ultimately.
Yeah, I'm in zero control.
Yeah.
When I have a migraine, I can't say, "Hey, stop."
Yeah.
So.
How often do you get migraines now?
I haven't had one in years. A few years.
Okay, good. Yeah.
So, no, I just what can I control? And you know, I tell my friends that too, that are going through something like Brandon. One of my college friends, roommates, he's from the Franklin County area. He's now a Border Patrol agent.
That's right. Shout out to Farmington, Maine, Franklin County.
Yeah. And so
he's in Arizona.
Yep, he's in Arizona.
Okay, yeah.
And when he was going through all the paperwork and all this stuff, and he's waiting, I told him, like, what can you control?
Right.
I'm like, you can't control their speed.
Yeah.
You can't call. I mean, you can call them, but that isn't going to change their pace. So what can you control? Working out, going to work, making money, whatever it is. And that, I mean, I learned that from the brain injury.
Yeah.
Okay, what can I control? Relearning how to walk. Or, you know, things like that. So that's the whole thing that I got out of everything.
All right, so now moving forward, you get out of Mount Blue, come to Norwich.
Yep.
Which this was a good fit for you. I mean, this place is steeped in tradition. I mean, you felt at home here. We're in Northfield, Vermont. Not much here outside of the school.
Not much.
Let's be honest, but
zero.
But no, it's tucked in. But you felt at home here.
Yeah, I mean.
And he played ball his first year.
No, my second year during COVID. They were low on numbers.
Okay.
So, yeah, I played ball my sophomore year. A friend of mine that was a shortstop here said they're low on numbers. Some people went home and give it a shot. I mean, we played pass a couple times. He was like, we hit in the batting cage, and he said he would definitely make the team. And so I think I was in the practice for 5 minutes. I hit 2 or 3 baseballs I threw, and I was on the team at that point. There's 3 or 4 other people that were trying out that day, and they heard 2 days later.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yep. Played.
So that's cool. Had that year of collegiate ball.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. And then moved on from baseball. And so Kylie's his girlfriend, enters the picture
Sophomore year.
Yep. And she was a freshman.
Nope, she was a sophomore.
Oh, that's right, because you stayed an extra year. That's right. Okay. So Kylie graduates this year coming.
Yep. So we're both sophomores, or at the time we were both sophomores. She was trying to get into the nursing program.
Yeah.
And it took a couple years to do that, so she was going to be a 5th year already. And then she realized nursing wasn't for her. She changed majors, and she has to do the 6th year. But yeah, so her and I met sophomore year.
Serious girlfriend alert.
Yep.
Kylie. So we're going, what, 3 years?
Three
Three
over
plus.
3.5.
Yeah, serious girlfriend right there. That's real.
Yep.
Living together right around the corner, not too far. He's hanging in Vermont. Well, for her, and
Yep.
it's, you know, you're doing your thing. Did a little golfing today. That was nice. So now, what'd you get your degree in?
Accounting.
Accounting degree.
Yep.
And dude's got a big vision. I mean, a couple years ago, up at your mom's, you're like, yeah, I want to make this money. I want to do my thing. I want to do my hunting. I want to, you know, you want choices. You want to be able to have choices.
Yeah. And I've been very blessed enough to be able to have less debt than a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, you know, that part kind of helps out, especially with times right now.
Oh yeah.
With how much college kids are in debt and how much the interest rates are with that. And so, you know, I'm blessed enough to be kind of in a clear a little bit, and
Yeah.
I can save money at an earlier time compared to a lot of other people. So, you know, I got the visions that everybody wants. I'm one person that knows that visions change very quickly.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'd like to, you know, eventually at some point retire early and just hunt for the rest of my life.
Wants to hunt. Good bow hunter. I'm envious of that, by the way. I admire that. I do not bow hunt. All right. Anything? So that's where we're at present day. So, is there anything that you would have, because I keep going back to the injury, is there anything that if you could go back that your current self would tell your freshman year self?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's kind of cool. I think that that's actually good because, is that a train?
Yeah, train.
Hey, we got noise, Ag. We got fucking noise.
The Amtrak.
Oh shit. Heard you. Hey, that's nice and easy. We can deal with that all day. All right, we got you, homie. I've slept in probably, side note, I've slept in probably 7 or 8 places in the coach key where I didn't see the tracks because they can be hidden, but they were about that close. I didn't see these tracks. 3 a.m. wake up right there.
As they fly right by.
Angry.
Oh yeah.
Might as well, you know, I don't know, I'm probably mad at myself there.
No, there's one right beside the golf course too, on the par 5.
Oh, there
6.
is?
Yeah,
Did
right
we
there.
Did we cross? Oh yeah, yeah, there was. And then we go down the hill.
Yep, right down
that.
there.
Yeah, that's right. So you would, that's interesting and cool. Do you have any, what?
Oh, no, I was just saying, no, I don't.
Because you already got the memo that you felt that you needed where, yeah, hey, look, don't take life too serious and roll with the punches because ultimately you're not as in control as you may think.
No, and
You got that.
why am I going to prepare myself for something when I can just learn? Like, why am I going to my past self and say something so I'm prepared for it when I can flounder and learn from it?
Well, hold on. All right, we're missing. My point is, I asked that question to see where your perspective is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
0.
I love that. You're like, yeah, hey, we're just chilling. We're just going through it. And that, because that was a big moment. Fears. What are you scared of these days?
Not much.
Not much?
Not much.
You fucking guy.
I know. It's
fucking guy.
You know.
You got to be scared of something. I mean, I have fears.
Yeah, needles.
Scared of needles.
I am absolutely terrified. I'm 23 years old and I'm still
Okay.
scared of a shot.
Scared of the shot. Scared of.
But
Yeah.
I mean, in life, not really.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of just rolling with the punches day by day. I don't. Right now, I don't want to or need to think about too far into the future. At my point, ask me a year from now. Well, we can have another one of these a year from now, and
See where it's at.
definitely change.
Okay.
But right now, I don't have any fears, to my knowledge. It just
Okay.
rolling with punches.
What's? Give me a picture of what a great day looks like for you, within reason of what you're capable of experiencing. What's a great day look like?
Well, wake up in the morning.
Wake up. That's a good one. You got to wake up.
Go to work and knowing that something's not going to break.
Grounds crew at the golf course. Yep. Little 9-hole up here.
Yep, just kind of a little part-time, not part-time, it's a full-time job, but for a part-time moment right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, if something doesn't break, then it's a good day.
Okay.
And
so
then,
a smooth day at work.
Yeah, and then come home and just relax. I don't live that strenuous of a life.
I know. Yeah, no, that's good.
So,
yeah, oh no, you're super chill and yeah. Okay.
So I mean, it's not hard to have a good day.
It's not hard to have a good day?
No, it shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, one small thing can derail somebody.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't have that small thing destroy your day.
What's the last thing that's derailed you? To a point where you were like getting almost irritated with yourself for it.
Oh, well, at work, I mean, my boss is, kind of he's stuck in his own world, and there's times that I have to step up and be the boss, and that can be pretty frustrating. And there was a day that we had equipment break, and he just wanted to keep on running it instead of fixing the issue, and I had to step up and be the boss and look at him and tell him, like, we gotta Dude,
I can see where that would annoy you.
Like,
do your job, buddy.
So I almost walked out that day, but I mean, it takes kind of an act of Congress to.
Okay. Anybody that are you mentoring anybody? God, that's kind of a loaded, generic, sort of vague question, because I know that there's a lot going on behind the scenes, just with conversations with you and your people.
I don't.
Your buddies.
I wouldn't say
do you actively? You don't actively have somebody or anything that you are like.
Not directly right now. I mean, I wouldn't even call it mentoring.
What would you call it? Helping them out.
Because, I mean, I see mentoring as finding somebody a little bit younger than you, that's kind of in that world that you were in or something like that, and getting them on the right path. But I wouldn't call it mentoring with my peers. I would call it just helping out. I mean, Brandon trying to get all of his federal stuff to become a border patrol.
Yeah.
He stayed with Kylie and I for 2 months so he could finish his degree.
That's right.
Helping out. And him and I would have great conversations, and things like that would help him move forward.
Yeah, that little, a little bit of guidance, maybe.
Yeah, guidance. I mean, I guess kind of a form of guidance.
Okay, yeah.
but you know, I wouldn't be able to guide him because I don't know the steps that he has to take. I'm an accountant.
Sure. Well, yeah, different
Yeah, I'm
worlds
not
there.
criminal justice.
Yeah, different worlds a little bit.
I'm an XL and he's handcuffs, you know. So
That's right.
But you know, and my friend Ian,
Yeah.
him and I are kind of in the same spot a little bit, and him and I will have some good conversations about life and plans and how can we get there, and probably once a week. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, I wouldn't say that.
So it's just sort of it's okay. I gotcha. Yeah, it's not an active like student teacher thing at all. It's because you.
I mean, not yet. Eventually, I think I'd like to find someone.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to be pretty far down
You're
the
dealing
road.
with your own progression.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm dealing with my own thing.
Who, to rewind, who in the past, in Farmington, would you say helped you out coming up?
Corey, all day.
Corey?
All day.
Yeah.
Him. I mean, he's try not to. Ooh. Got the little sensitive part there.
I was about to ask.
Yeah.
What's hitting you right there?
No, he's just a good friend.
Yeah, Corey's great.
Yeah.
Really good guy.
I mean, oh wow.
Oh yeah, there's a shout out to Corey on
yeah.
an emotional
I
level.
definitely won't show him this video now. He'll get too full of himself.
He'll get to poke fun.
All day.
He'd weaponize it in a fun, playful way, maybe. But
oh yeah, but no,
yeah.
he would agree too. So him, Kenny,
yeah,
like Sean Testa, like that was a whole group
Testa.
there.
Yeah. I remember that name.
Yep. So
Yep.
they were all there. They were like my bigger brothers for the whole brain injury thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What about Coach? Jeff Wrigley's in there.
Oh, the Wrigley family. They were
Wrigleys.
great.
Yeah, they're great.
Great people. Wrigley visited me when I was in the hospital once or twice. I mean, I would say going back to the mentor thing, the last person that I would say that I was trying to mentor was Sam Wrigley during high school.
Yeah, that's right, Sam.
For baseball and trying to prep them to actually be a good ball team, you know, 2 years down the road. I knew we were going to suck. My plan was kind of where you were looking as well, is, you know, this year not going to be winners, but 2 years down the road,
Planting the seed.
Yeah.
And you were helping with that. You knew what was happening, the bigger picture.
I knew the picture.
Yeah.
I mean, just numbers don't lie. So
ball don't lie, numbers don't lie. Listen, we're all.
I look at the numbers and look at them face value, man.
God,
like
that was great. That was some. It was fun baseball. It was frustrating. It was all the above, man.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I was a leader there. I didn't know what type until I finished, though.
Okay.
You
had that interesting wedge your senior year between you and Pot Roast and Noah, and it was like, it was that constant thing of, be you.
Yeah.
You know, don't try to be something you're not.
And it worked very well.
Yeah.
Very, very well. I mean, there was that whole sophomore class that year. I mean, they looked at Noah and Pot Roast, you know, as captains, but
they saw it for what it was.
I think the kids kind of gravitated towards me.
Oh yeah, you were the gripe department.
I was.
You were the lead counsel for the gripe department, and then bring it on up the old chain.
Yep.
No, that was fun. It was that was just a whole. Look, you're waking up, you're playing some ball. Yeah.
Yep.
What are you, with the information you have now, with the education you have, with what you're equipped with, if you had to say today, what are you at your highest aspiration? Do you know what I mean by that?
No.
You can equate that to a job, a career. You can equate it to, well, let's break it up. So, what are you at your highest aspiration in the workforce? And more importantly, what are you at your highest aspiration as a person?
So, like, what am I good at? Are you saying, or
What do you see as today, for a body of work of a life's spent doing something? If you have the vision, what are you at your highest aspiration with a job title? And then get into the more personal side, your human side of your own legacy that you would leave behind. And there's no right or wrong answer.
No. I think eventually, right now, I would love to be a controller. That's a job, not the actual, not somebody that just controls everything. It's based in the finance world. You know, trading stocks, doing, you know, financial investments for a lot of people, and build my own portfolio. Oh God, we got blood, sweat, and tears now.
Listen, we're getting so dedicated
Yeah.
to the movement of this show. Morning. You might be wondering why there's a break in the action of Wyatt's world. So, since me editing videos and trimming them up, making sure they're all professional and proper, is all sort of secondary for me. I don't really care about presentation. I care about information. That just rolled off right there. Anyway, a segment of Wyatt's World footage, I lost it. I think it was whatever it was. But anyway, so he's talking about the finance world, getting into his job, career, portfolios, yada, yada, yada. So I have the last part of it. It's going to skip, and we're going to talk about Taco Bell. Because I started just asking him questions about what's your go-to fast food joint these days? What's your, kind of like that thing. So anyway, that's the transition, kind of turbulent transition into that, because I lost a whole section. Whatever, it happens. The truth of it is, we got into a better conversation at night. But whatever. Anyway, handle your business. Here's the wrap up.
As of right now, I've been craving Taco Bell.
Fuck yes.
But I mean, I wouldn't. Chipotle is my favorite,
of course.
If that's really kind of, yeah, that's a fast food, even though
it is.
Yeah. So
yeah,
Chipotle's
in there.
Chipotle is number one. Will always be number one.
I was there for his first Chick-fil-A experience. He loved it.
Oh, it was delicioso.
Is there one in Burlington?
There is.
So you'll go there and have that occasionally?
Yeah, I haven't had it in months, but
okay. Favorite alcoholic beverage?
Shout out to Good Measure here in Northfield.
I figured. Right there.
Right there.
Yeah, great hat. This is going to get worn the hell out.
Their Riser. I mean,
the Riser.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the trending.
One of the best beers.
Yeah, that tasted pretty good last night. Overrated band.
U2.
U2?
I freaking hate that band.
Josh Massey is gonna love you.
U2.
And you just came with that.
Oh,
hot and heavy.
I cannot stand them.
They're planetary stardom motherfuckers. I mean, they are pumped up.
Yeah.
Okay, they're overrated. Interesting.
I can't listen to a single one of them.
Wow, that is interesting. I'm a little offended by that.
You know,
in 8th grade, I pierced
happens.
both of my ears and grew my hair out for Bono.
Wow. Oh God, Bono.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Oh yeah, he's all up in it. Politically, he's all up in it on the other end. Yeah, yeah. We got action.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell. I'm glad I asked that question.
Quick.
That's so. You two, overrated.
Doesn't change that.
What else would I want to know about you for the quick answers? Go to quick snack food.
Probably just some chips or something.
Chips, snack it up. Yeah, on the mower. On the mower, will you?
On the mower,
chips?
combos.
Combos.
Pizza combos.
I like those. They're awful for you, but I like
they're
them.
Definitely not good for your health. But when there's a long line of golfers, I'll just pull over to the side, open them up, chew on them, roll them back in, and off to go.
Okay, yeah.
Combos.
That job is gratifying. You get off it, and you're looking at what you did, and you like that.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. And you don't miss baseball.
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, I missed throwing. That kind of got me.
Yeah, kind of fun.
Yeah.
And you're on the ball field, and
yeah, I don't miss it just yet. I'll another 2 years, couple years, probably.
He's baller enough to know when he's going to get back into something that he used to enjoy and still does, but other things are kind of taking precedence right now.
Hunting now.
Are you worried about anything these days? Anything that you're worried about?
Not too much. Just kind of me and Kylie's next step, but I'm not really worried about it.
Okay.
Just where are we going to move to? Whether it's Connecticut or it's
the transition.
Maine.
Yeah, that's right.
So, no worries.
Okay.
As Bob Marley once said, every little thing.
Gonna be all right. Appreciate you, brother. We're here. We've had an interesting. Your mother and I became super close. That's been great. No, good. Everything's good.
Now I'm gonna take Mike for a second.
Go ahead.
So.
And if this cuts off, you know the deal. The battery just runs dead. So whatever. Wyatt's world.
Golf.
Golf.
What was your thought on my golf game? What did you think of the course, or how do you play for yourself?
I played very inconsistent. I didn't have a good feel for your clubs.
Yeah.
Just routine stuff. But what was on the part that was on me, that I don't blame on the equipment, was I wasn't present for each swing. I overthought a couple shots, trying to manipulate, shape my shot, that I didn't have to.
Try to do a draw on two.
Yeah, I realized I didn't have to do, but I didn't know the course, so I was like, whatever, it's fine. The cool thing is that I thought it was cool that your mother was out there with the sticks.
Yep.
And it was nice golfing with you at your golf course. And as far as what I saw with you, your best tee shots are when you're present. When your mechanics on your good shots never changed. It was very consistent.
Yeah.
And you were methodical. Your practice swings seem a little bit more John Daly than your actual swing through the baseball, through the golf ball. I think that you have a great platform. I think that you're naturally a good putter. You don't really put too much into it, but I think you're naturally like a.
I mean, it really started this year though, because I last year was all about consistency of hitting the ball in the air.
Yeah.
And then This year, it's more the mental game of how I'm approaching a ball.
Okay.
Not after a bad shot, but how am I approaching this specific shot at this specific time? How am I going upon this? And with my putts, I learned that I don't need to go with trying to get it in the hole
Yeah,
when I'm 10 feet away.
you got a box you're trying to get into,
Yeah.
or you have a
a general
Yeah.
area. So once I did that, I mean, in golf, to be a scratch shooter, you need to get on the green in 2 and you need to putt twice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
No, I thought that you were better than I thought.
well, that's good.
And the potential of putting it all together is so there.
Yeah.
And you enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, this is my second full year of actually golfing.
Yeah. Golf is not easy. You have to
no.
put it together for a whole round.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
I mean, I'm not an 18-hole person either. I'm a 9-hole person. I don't.
That's fine.
I get.
Don't want to overcommit.
Occasionally, I do 18 during tournaments, or if I got out of work early or something like that. But lately, I've just been a 9-hole person. I get all the shots I need to do and walk away.
Yeah.